Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Josh. I went from being a full-time student with a small dropshipping side hustle to now owning my own full-time retail business. Today, we're tackling a huge milestone for any solopreneur: when and how to make your first hire. This is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make as your business grows. Trust me, I've been there. So let's talk about when it's time to bring someone on board, how to do it right, and how a service like LatamHire can make this process a whole lot easier. Let's talk about timing. For me, the moment I knew I needed to hire someone was when I felt like I was spending more time on repetitive tasks than actually growing my business. As a solopreneur in retail, you're likely to juggle a million things: product sourcing, website updates, customer service, marketing, and maybe even practicing some shipping orders. When these day-to-day tasks start eating into your ability to scale your business or experiment with growth strategies, it's time to consider hiring help. Another sign is burnout. Running everything solo is rewarding, but it's also exhausting. If you're constantly working late nights, responding to customer emails at 2 a.m., or realizing that there's never enough time in a day, a hire could be just what saves you hundreds of thousands of your precious dollars and helps you focus on the big picture. For most solopreneurs in retail, the first hire is someone who can handle the operation or time-consuming parts of the business. This could be a virtual assistant to manage customer inquiries, a social media manager to help you with your marketing, or an order fulfillment assistant if you're still involved in shipping. The idea is to identify the tasks that take the most time and prevent you from focusing on your full growth strategy. For example, when I made my first hire, it was a virtual assistant to handle with customer service emails. I realized spending hours answering the same questions about shipping times and returns, time that could have been spent testing new ad campaigns or sourcing better products, was way too much for me. Offloading these tasks really helped me to free up time and get back to doing what I love: building my business. Now let's get into the process of hiring. Traditionally, you'd post a job on platforms like LinkedIn, Indeed, or even to local job boards. You'd sift through resumes, schedule interviews, and try to figure out if someone's the right fit for your business. While this approach typically works, it's incredibly time-consuming. And in this day and age, when you're already running everything else, you're looking for something a little bit more streamlined. That's where a service like LatamHire comes in. LatamHire specializes in helping businesses hire remote talent from Latin America. They handle the heavy lifting, from sourcing candidates to pre-vetting them, so you're only interviewing the most qualified people. Plus, hiring from Latin America has some big advantages, especially for solopreneurs in the US or Canada. Time zones are compatible, cultural alignment is very strong, and you'll find highly skilled professionals at more affordable rates than hiring casually. Let's break down the difference between using LatamHire and going the traditional route. With traditional hiring, you're responsible for every single step of the process: creating a job description, posting it on multiple platforms, reviewing dozens or hundreds of resumes, and scheduling interviews. This can take weeks, if not months, to find the right person. And once you do, you still have to handle onboarding, contracts, and potentially even payroll. LatamHire simplifies this entire process. They provide you with a short list of candidates already vetted for the skills that you need. That means you're saving hours of your time and gaining access to professionals who are ready to hit the ground running. Onboarding is smoother too. They can help with contracts and even navigating international payroll if needed. And let's not forget the cost advantage. Hiring remote talent from Latin America is often more budget-friendly than hiring locally, without compromise on quality. When I made my first hire, I didn't have a service like LatamHire, and honestly, I wish I had. I spent weeks combing through resumes, scheduling interviews, and trying to figure out if candidates were reliable, all while trying to keep my own business afloat. LatamHire removes so much of that friction. For a solopreneur who's already stretched thin, this kind of stuff is invaluable. You're not just saving time. You're setting yourself up for success by bringing in someone who's qualified and ready to help you grow. If you're considering hiring your first remote employee, especially for tasks like customer service, admin work, or marketing, LatamHire is absolutely worth looking into. It's particularly great for solopreneurs who want to scale their business without spending weeks bogged down in the hiring process. Of course, if you prefer handling hiring yourself, platforms like LinkedIn and Indeed can work too. Just be prepared for more of a hands-on process that requires a significant time investment. Hiring your first employee is a huge milestone, and that's one that can completely transform your business. Whether you go the traditional route or use a service like LatamHire, the key is to finding the right person who can take the tasks off your plate and leave you to focus on what you do best. Don't rush a process, but also don't be afraid to take a leap of faith when the time feels right. And it's one of the best decisions you'll ever make as a solopreneur. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in. If you think your time is now for you to get your first hire, don't forget to let me know down below in the comments, and I would love to hear your experience. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to keep on bringing in the tips and building and scaling your business. Catch you in the next video. Keep growing, keep hustling, and I'll see you guys soon.